Today on Wagtail Wednesday. You know how when you have microfiber towels and after you wash them like a gazillion times, they tend to get a little shabby. So when you wipe, because there's lint, it clings to it like static electricity. When you wipe, it'll leave lint that's mashed on the window. The only way you're going to avoid that is to pay attention to what you're doing and don't do any unnecessary touch ups. You see how you have a drip coming? You see? What you want to do instead of wiping down, let me let this gentleman in. How you doing? All right. Instead of wiping down, you know what you're doing? You're leaving lint behind. Instead of wiping that run down, wipe it up. What that does is you're starting at the wet spot and you're going up. Because of the moisture, you're not leaving lint behind that way. You wipe it up and you won't leave that lint behind. I know it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but you don't use the same finger, you rotate it. All right? That's today's little tip. Wipe it up, rotate it, wipe it up. That's how you get a rag that's not so kosher without leaving lint behind on the glass. Macka fracka. Today I'm going to show y'all my latest tool that's just a little bit different from the way I have my water source compared to my other one-pass tools. This originally was just a regular channel. I had added Velcro to this one, and I made my own clone gliding strips, as y'all saw. Don't pay attention to the color because I know you've seen the red ones, the yellow ones, the blue ones. Like I said, you could pretty much use any color. But what I have is that rinse bar. It has pinhole jets and it shoots right into the white part. Right into the white part of the pad. It shoots right in there and soaks into the pad itself. What this does, just give you options from having a spray nozzle, as I'm about to show you right now. Here, the concept of this one is, this will probably be of value depending on what kind of work you're doing. If you're doing office work or inside work and you don't want to worry about too much water splashing around, when you turn it on, it actually, some of the pads are shooting, some of the jets are shooting directly into the pad. So you have two going on the window. All right, I got the pressure up too high, but then you have the others soaking into the pad. So if you slide the pad back, it'll shoot directly on the pad, which I'm about to show you about that. You can adjust it depending on what the job calls for. But you know what I noticed, the way I did this mod, is that when you're agitating the glass, some people are worried about their knuckles hitting the glass, but this is exactly lined up with your knuckles. So this actually hits the glass. So when you're agitating it, as you can see, it's the perfect, I don't know how to put it, but when you have this touching the glass, it's the perfect thing to agitate without your knuckles touching the glass. And then you can just squeegee as normal. Without the flow control valve on here, no, it doesn't get in the way of closing out on deep ledges. But the other way is that you have to find that happy medium to agitate the glass so your knuckles don't hit. But this is right exactly where your knuckles need to be. You can just hold it by the tips and agitate it without having to worry. That much I did notice, which is good. See, with this one, I showed y'all before, it sprays directly onto the glass and bypasses the one pass pads. This one, I told you, I have 2 jets shooting onto the window and the other 2 shooting directly soaking into the pad. So I have 4 jets on the bottom. The top rinse bar has about 23 or 22 jets, and that's for residential. These are all different spray patterns for each situation job. Now we have an over-the-top pad where I have 2 jets only, and that shoots right over top of the pad while you're mopping. So that means you can have it going while you're mopping and still get the mop wet without, you know, having to flip it back and stuff. This particular water pattern is coming directly underneath the squeegee, and it has 1 fan jet. That's it. This was a gift from Wagtail, something that it's a prototype. Again, this is one coming from a homemade spray nozzle from Home Depot. I just retrofitted it to the 1/4-inch tubing I got from Home Depot. And this one's adjustable. On the top here, I have, on the High Flyer 24, I have it over the top, which has a nozzle. I just took it off to use it for something else. On here, I have a very streamlined fan jet sprinkler system. I can't find these anywhere. This was a gift from Travis. Again, underneath the squeegee, sprays right onto the glass. It has a good coverage area. But let's hop into it. See what
exclusive from Address in the House.
M.A.W mixes in the house.
'cause you are the